Hello and welcome to Young Turks, the show that puts the spotlight on two young achievers every single week and takes you through their journey to success. I'm Shereen Bhan and joining me on the show is Anita Balagopalan. Well, today in Delhi we've got not one but two young achievers, but for the moment let's head out to Anita. Hi Anita.
Hi Shereen. Our guest for today is the co-author of the Goldman Sachs BRICS report and is now mapping the future of the Future Group. Meet Rupa Purushottam, but that's a little later on the show. For now, it's back to Shereen.
My guests today are on a quest. They want to create one of India's most respected and well-known educational training brands. Let's meet up with Gaurav, Mittal and Praveen Tyagi, both graduates from IIT Roorkee who decided to give up on their cushy jobs to cash in on their education dream. Let's catch up with them on Young Turks today. IIT Roorkee and never thought they would one day end up being partners in their quest for knowledge. While Gaurav Mittal graduated to IIM Lucknow, followed by a stint at ad agency J. Walter Thompson or JWT and Zensar Technologies, Praveen Tyagi moved to the US, worked with Oracle but dreamt of turning entrepreneur. After brainstorming for months, Praveen decided education was his forte and India his calling. He drew up a business plan to get into the tutorial business and brought an apprehensive Gaurav on board, and Quest Tutorials was born. 4 years into the business of coaching and training IIT aspirants, Quest has an enviable success rate.
It's the challenge that keeps driving you. It's the passion that should always be there inside you. And at one point of time, I thought that maybe software is getting a little boring for me. And I wanted to switch on to something else which was as challenging probably as something when I was studying in my 12th class. And that was the challenge, the challenge to crack IIT JEE amongst the crowd of 3 lakh students. And when you land up with a rank of within the first 3,000. I had not faced a challenge like that ever since I graduated from college.
But it's a very crowded space. I mean, there's a lot of players, some large, some small. What gave you the confidence and how did you set about devising a business model, devising a business strategy that was going to set you apart from the clutter?
I think, let me just continue with what he was saying. For all of us IITians, I think the biggest achievement is getting into it, and probably all of us have put in tremendous amount of effort then and there itself. And the challenge that you take on and the success in that you get, the feeling is the biggest. Yeah. There are a lot of players in the market today, but there are very few who actually appear to be driving it with the passion of winning it again and again. On the fly, we did all the innovations that we did. I think we started with the confidence that we'll crack it, man. Let's just get into it. Let's start doing it and we'll figure it out. So it wasn't quite a charted out plan.
The plans just kept developing as you went along. So what was it like when you got your first student? Because you've trained about 3,000 students and you've actually got 100 who've managed to crack the IITG. But what was it like when you got that first student? How did it go from there?
Oh, it was wonderful. The first student who came to us, still remember that day. He had come to us with a lot of expectations, like we would coach him for IITJ and all. Now, we come from a background where we have never taught for IITJ, right? We have definitely cracked IITJ, we know how to do it, but what expectations students carry, they need 3 teachers. Now, here are just 2 guys. He is there and I'm there. I'm probably good in maths and chemistry, and he says that he said that he is good in physics. Okay. So he said, okay, both of us are going to teach this one kid that we have got, and we'll try to do something about it. So we start with the first class. I come in and I say, I'm going to teach you maths. So he's sitting there alone, and I teach him maths. He says, okay. After that, chemistry teacher is just going to come. So then I went out, came back in. I'm the chemistry guy. And after some time, Gaurav comes in, and the student says, sir, it probably looks like you don't have a chemistry teacher, right? So I said, yeah, we're looking for one, don't worry.
So that was how you got the first student.
Yeah.
What was it then? I mean, how did the incremental growth then happen?
We developed a personal marketing team. We figured it's a high involvement decision. Parents have to be informed, they have to be involved in the whole process. And just on an advertisement that declares your presence, you cannot expect somebody to make a buy decision.
Sure.
Yeah. So we trained people to be counselors. We extended that counseling service to reach out to the houses of the prospects. We said, okay, we will send somebody to give you complete information, not just on our program, but also on engineering as a career, on whatever else is required. So it became an entire career counseling at home service. You know, that's how we reached out to a lot of people, and that's how the numbers started churning, and the word of mouth spread out as the quality, you know, went out to people. So
A math whiz, Praveen still takes time out to teach students. What started with 5 lakh rupees as initial capital is now being roughly valued at over 9 crores. Having trained over 3,000 students, of which 100 have made it to the IITs, Quest is now planning to go pan-India and is looking at setting up institutes in Bangalore and Pune by next year.
we are looking at one of our batchmates from Roorkee to be taking care of Bangalore. Another one is going to take care of it in Hamirpur. That's why we have put in together systems that we could manage something in Himachal Pradesh and Bangalore and something in UP at the same time.
But are you also looking at raising funds and so on and so forth, or is it still now largely internal accruals and savings and the network of family and friends, as they call it?
See, we are looking at these partners who are going to come in to be a part of this whole thing. So definitely not looking at venture capitalists, definitely not looking at what is known as dumb money from people who are not going to put their mind inside it. And we don't want to go the previous way that money is everything. Money will follow.
So 2007 is what you've charted out as the sort of big
Yeah.
year for the company, where you're going to be expanding out of Delhi and you're looking at other states as well.
That's right. That's right. Yeah. So next year we are looking at just like Gaurav was saying, Bangalore and Hamirpur is just the way to start. Next year we are looking at least 8 more centers in Delhi.
Also, this is just one of the things that you're looking at, but are you also looking at breaking out of the IIT market and cracking the MBA market? Is that something that's on the cards
For the
as
next
well?
6 months we are not on for it, but I think in the logical progression of things 2-3 years down, it's something that we would end up getting into. We also need to expand the team for that as we get the right kind of people with the right set of skills. It will go in that direction, not immediately, not for the next 1 year.
Life for Praveen and Gaurav has always meant striking out on their own and aiming at excellence. While growing their business is priority, Quest is targeting underprivileged IIT aspirants with an innovative scheme called Super 30. So quietly chipping away at their targets and pocketing glory. It's all in the days of work for this power duo.
We started with a program called Super 30. It's the 30 word comes just because we wanted only 30 students to be in that batch. We wanted to give financial support to all the students who do not have money to prepare for the competition exams. We'll be coaching them for free.
Have any of them made it?
Yeah, Naveen Vyas did.
Yeah. So you are seeing some success as
Yeah.
category is concerned in that sense. But between the two of you, how do you sort of, how is the responsibility split up? How do you kind of decide who does what? And are there very, very distinct roles that both of you play within the company?
I let him do all the thinking work. Okay, so you think.
You're the operations
I'll
guy.
do the operations
He brings
thing.
in the stability to the whole setup. Yeah.
Okay,
He's
so-
somebody who says, okay man, chill, we'll talk about it tomorrow. By tomorrow I've mostly fizzled out of it and I'm at something else.
Okay.
So he takes care of the entire operations and academics, and I'm taking care of marketing and the HR part of it, hiring people and putting them together. But all the creative cell, as he says, it's been given here. All the wild ideas
The wild
operate
ideas happen
here.
here. And
They work
Gaurav and
here.
Praveen, thanks very much for joining us on Young Turks. We wish you the very best of luck. We hope you continue to have the crazy ideas, and we hope that you can turn his crazy ideas into bankable ones. Thanks very much for joining us on Young Turks. Well, we'll take a short break, but Anita will be back with another Young Achiever. Stay right there.